Hello everyone, my name is Pamela, and I'm going to present a topic on Hong Kong style cafe. Where is Hong Kong? Hong Kong is located in East Asia on a world map and at the edge of China, border with Shenzhen, a city in China. Hong Kong has always been a part of Chinese territory since around 221 BC. In the mid 16th century, Hong Kong was ruled by Qing dynasty until she became a British colony in 1841. Hong Kong was under British sovereignty between 1841 and 1977. In this over a span of 156 years of history, Hong Kong's unique food culture was born and greatly influenced by British and European countries. Fusion and creativity are the best descriptions and also the central of Hong Kong food culture. It is in this period of time that Hong Kong earned a famous nickname, Gourmet Paradise. In 1977, in 19, in 1997, Hong Kong was returned to China. Yet, Hong Kong remained a gourmet paradise, and her food culture continues to grow. Geographically, Hong Kong is in the North Hemisphere on the east side, just about 22 degrees latitude, between 113 and 114 degrees longitude. That means Hong Kong is a bit to the north of the equator and showered by a subtropical weather. Hong Kong climatically is a good place for agriculture. However, Hong Kong has a very limited agricultural land because of a high population. In fact, Hong Kong is one of the highest population areas in the world. Most of the livestock and produce are imported from mainland China every day to meet the demands in Hong Kong. The direct translation of Cha Chan Tang is tea restaurant. Cha means tea and Chan Tang means restaurant, particularly Western restaurant. Many also call it Hong Kong style cafe. During the colonial period, starting 1841, Hong Kong was under sovereignty of the British government. The British brought in many Western living, foods, drinks, and dining styles to Hong Kong. However, at the time, living up to such style was expensive, exclusively within close circles of the upper class. After the Second World War, in 1950s and 60s, Hong Kong started transitioning to an industrial economy. Because of that, working class income has also started to bloom. Beyond making ends meet, many people were able to explore and enjoy other things outside their basic domain. However, Western foods, drinks, and dinings were still out of reach. So it was the time that Cha Chan Tang began to spring up at every corner of a street to serve the demands of affordable Canto European Western foods and drinks for the working class. As you can see in the black and white picture in the upper left, it was the kitchen of a Cha Chan Tang around 1950s and 60s. The lady in the picture still dressed in traditional Chinese clothing. And there were also two fans in the pictures to temper the heat in the kitchen. Obviously, air conditioning was not popular at the time. As you may see, the clock on the wall, it looks like it was about 2:50 p.m. at the time. I'm guessing they might be preparing for a upcoming afternoon tea crowd. And the picture below that is a storefront of a typical cha chan tent in Hong Kong. During rush hour, especially lunchtime, dinner time, and tea time, the inside is very crowded, often shoulder to shoulder and elbow to elbow. Unless one party has enough people to occupy a whole table, otherwise, table sharing is not negotiable. Customer turnover is high. During rush hour, customers typically not stay more than 20 or 40 minutes from making an order, paying for the food, eating the food, and leaving the store. The waiters and waitress typically move like a fast forward. And the ones you see, the picture you see in the middle on the top, on the upper portions of the slide, that is one of the well-known cha chan tang in Hong Kong. As you can see, many people in it, and people just sitting around in a small table, eating and just checking and talking in a small table in a small areas. The picture at the bottoms of the slide is displaying some of the typical food and drinks to be served in a cha chan tang, and two of them are being introduced in this presentation. As many names of food, they don't truly reflect their origins or the ingredients they are made out of. The same for pineapple bun. It has no pineapple in it at all. It got the name by the patterns of its golden brown crust that looks similar to pineapple skin. Like the one you see in the middle on the top, the picture, those are the typical pineapple buns just out of a hot oven. Pineapple buns in Cantonese is bo lo bao. Bo lo means pineapple and bao means bun or bread. Pineapple bun is sweet and it has another very popular variant called bo lo yao. That is to slide a slab of butter in the middle of a hot pineapple bun. That slab of butter is about a half an inch thick. It is probably not quite healthy, but very comforting, especially in the wintertime. The picture on the upper right is the typical bolo yao. Because the pineapple bun is so popular that bakers and store created many variants. Some make it a savory sandwich by adding hams, eggs, bacon, beef, fish fillet. You name it, they have it. Like those you see in the picture on the lower left, lower right, and this are pineapple sandwiches. Other make it a fancy dessert with ice cream topping or filled with jam, wrapped beans, custard, whipped cream, like the one you see in the lower middle. Those are the desserts. The origins of pineapple buns is controversial because of its shapes, appearance, and historical linkage to other events. It is believed that pineapple buns may be originated from Japan, Mexico, and mainland China. Yet, regardless the debates of its origins, pineapple buns bottle bao remains a symbolization of Hong Kong food culture. Although both Western toast and French toast refer to Saidosi in Cantonese, which is the direct translations of Western toast. Sai means westerns. Dorsey means toast. Once again, Sai Dorsey is not from France, although they are similar in certain degrees. So the ones on the lower right is French toast, as is labeled, and others are Saidosi. The Saidosi is easier to make at home than the pineapple bun because making pineapple bun is require an oven, and most people in Hong Kong don't have an oven at home. They may have a toaster oven, but not an oven big enough to make pineapple bun. To make saidosi, all it needs a deep fry pan or even just a frying pan for a light version of saidosi. The ingredients are simple. Just eggs, condensed milk, peanut butter, thick white bread slice. To make saidosi, first, soak the bread slice into eggs, deep fry it, and then top it with condensed milk, peanut butter, and butter. The one in the middle of the slide is a homemade version, and the ones on the top and in the middles of the in the at the bottom at the bottoms middle bottoms are the cha chan tang version. To customize to your flavor, you can top it with maple syrup, honey, jelly, ice creams, and even avocados to make it an avocado saidosi. Or you may also make it savory with hams and cheese and eggs and bacons on top of it. It is also believed that saidosi was created for the purpose to recycle the stale bread to make it a new serving item, so that cha chan tang owners can save resources and maximize their profit. Yet it was so popular that became another welcoming food items on their menu and other symbolizations of Hong Kong food culture. We all know about Hong Kong style milk tea, and yin yang takes the milk tea to the next levels of the drink. Yin yang is a drink mixed with coffee and tea. Yin yang means Mandarin ducks. Once again, the name is a symbolization, and of course, there is no duck swimming in it. Mandarin ducks in Chinese culture represent abundance and harmony. That is exactly what this string is all about. You don't need to agonize over indecisiveness of having coffee or tea. You can have them all in a drink, and they make a harmonic chemistry in the drink. And also, this drink can be easily made at home. The typical version is to take 7 parts of milk tea and 3 parts of black coffee, mix them together, and then add condensed milk. The taste is strong. The texture is thick and smooth. However, you can always adjust the ingredients and substitute them with your favorite sweeteners. Yin Yang is great to be paired with sweet and savory, like the pineapple buns you see at the bottoms of the right in the slide right here. To have it even easier to make at home, some food company created instant versions of yin yang, like the one you see in the middle on the right-hand side of the slide, this one. Some cha chan tang even created a kit versions of yin yang to cater their children's customers. The kit versions is made out of garlic and Ovaltine to simulate the light and dark colors of milk tea and black coffee. Yin Yang can also be served hot or cold. And it is so popular that Starbucks was inspired to create Yin Yang's Frappuccino when they started promoting their cold blended cream drink in Hong Kong in the summers of 2010. Because of the pronunciations of Yin Yang, it is so similar to yin yang in Mandarin and yang yang in Cantonese. So some people just interpret the drink as yin yang. But regardless of the name's interpretations of the drink, the similarities of Saidosi with French toast and the controversial origins of pineapple bun, they are the unique iconics of Hong Kong food culture. Thank you for watching.